Hey there, thank you so much for tuning into this video. So in this video we are discussing how do you win in the universe. Remember, in the previous videos we've been discussing in detail what is the universe. We explained that the universe is everything that exists, including yourself, and we said it's on its basic foundation, it's just energy and vibration. And then we talked on the other video about who are you in this universe, and we explained that you are a particle of God that makes you God yourself, because you're a microcosm of God. You are divinely connected to God, but you exist on this plane to experience the third dimensional realm. And what you need to understand as well about who you are is that as a microcosm of God, God is your highest consciousness, meaning you do have your lower self and your higher self. The lower self, others say it's an ego, and the ego is very important, although other people may say negative things about the ego, but the ego is designed by God so that you can navigate this third dimensional realm. He's given you your five senses, which is your taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing. All of those are there to assist you navigate the environment, and the ego is there for that, and therefore it's good for your survival. But what we know as well is that you're not only here to survive, okay? You're not here, you're a living organism. Yes, you are meant to survive, but God, which is your supreme consciousness, does not only want you to survive, and hence understanding how to win in this universe. And my answer to that, you win in this universe through designing your life. Okay, remember, you are a God being, and everything that is done by God is not by accident, it's by design. This universe does not exist by accident. In Genesis chapter 1, we read the story of creation that I keep referencing, that in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. So it wasn't by mistake that heaven exists and earth exists, it was by design, by creation. And we understand when you read further that at some point the earth was formless, void and empty, and that the Spirit of the Lord hovered over the earth, brooding, contemplating, thinking, until God spoke and said, let there be light, let there be this, let there be that, let there be that. When you read Genesis chapter 2, we realize that it wasn't only just the speaking and things coming to be, but there was a physical action that God had to take. We hear that He formed a man and a man and a woman through the dust. So He had to physically form them and then breathe life into their nostrils. So that shows us that the creative process is not only the mental, the visualization, but there's also physical action that one takes after. Just as God beings, just as our Father God did, so we are in this world. Okay? Yeah. So it's important to understand that you have to design your life. You have to live life by design, not by accident. And the design process is work, is action. It is not just by pure accident that you're going to win in this universe. You have to be intentional, I guess that's the word. Just as God intended for things to be. When we look at the intelligence of things in nature, the intelligence of a tree, the intelligence of a leaf, the intelligence, you can see that God took time to think, to design, and to form things before they came about. So the same it is with you. In order for you to win, you have to design your life. Okay? And so the question is, how then? How? Because I can already hear people saying, how then do I design my life? In order for me to win in this universe, how do I design my life? First and foremost, you have to understand that the design that you need for your life, you need to get it from God and not from society, not from your environment. Because your environment has limited thinking. People around you could be limited in their thinking. You have to get it directly from God, which is your highest consciousness. So how do you do that then? You have to dream. about your life. Dream about your key areas of your life. Let's take the first key area being your career, being your work, being your businesses. You have to dream, and understanding that when you are dreaming and you are feeling, is good the right word, feeling bliss, feeling at your highest, that's when you are in contact or in communion or in alignment with God, the source. And therefore, when you are dreaming and you are so happy and excited, you are in alignment with God, and that's how you're able to then download directly from God the type of work that you should be doing, the type of businesses that you should be owning, the type of, it doesn't mean that at this point in time, if you're not having it, that you shouldn't dream about it, but that's how you should do. You should design by first dreaming, by tapping into God through the dream state, through imagining and feeling very good about certain things, and then downloading those things because they're directly from God. Remember, there's the emotional guidance, what do they call it? You've got an emotional guidance system inside of you, but we've got an emotional scale that shows us when you're feeling these emotions, how connected are you from God, or how far are you from God? Because right at the bottom, right, it's survival, where you are obviously just responding to the environmental stimuli and you're not that connected at the time with God. Maybe feelings like anger, feelings like what are they? Depression and whatnot, they're right at the bottom. But at your highest, it's joy, it's enlightenment, it's bliss. So when you are in that emotional state and you are dreaming about your work, you know that you are tapping into the God element because you are at your highest frequency at the time. Okay? So you dream about the work that you want, you write those dreams down. You dream about relationships that you want to have in this universe. What kind of family relationships do you want to have? What kind of things you want to do with your family, with your loved ones? You write it down. Experiences that you want to have. You dream about your health. Like if you were at your best self in your health, what would that look like in terms of what are you eating? How is your vitality? How is your exercise routine? When are you sleeping? How long are you sleeping? Your health being the best, what does it look like? You write it down. What else? It could be your contribution, your financial contribution in the world. How much do you want to give to people out there? How much do you want to give to the world? How much do you want to contribute to the world? How much do you want to invest? How much do you want to save? Dream about all of that. Like the one that I liked the most though was dreaming about your perfect day. Just if this was your perfect day, or tomorrow you woke up and it was a perfect day, what would you wake up and do? What time would you wake up? What did you do in the morning? What would you do at what time? Mapping it out and feeling very good about it. That's you designing your life. You're designing your perfect day. And all of these things, that's when we get to vision boards. Because now when you've got these dreams, you put them in a vision board because you have to visualize the dream. Just like God had to visualize what he wanted to see before speaking it, you have to also visualize. That's how you win in the universe, okay? Besides visualizing, I would say there's different methods in which even businesses use in order to write down their plans or their design for the future that they want to materialize. I know in businesses they've got mission statements, vision statements, values. Those are the things you should have as well for your own life when you're designing your life. What's your mission statement? Which lights you up? Which makes you feel so connected to God when you say, this is my mission? What's your vision statement? What are your values here on earth? Remember, as a child of God, as a God being, you are here to create heaven on earth. That's your job, according to your unique perspective, to create heaven on earth. So what are your values? What's your purpose according to your purpose statement? Because it's unique to you. It is that statement that when you are in alignment with God, it lights you up. So Habakkuk chapter 2 verses 2 says, write the vision down, make it plain to see, so that who may read it may run with it. And the person who's going to be reading your vision or your plan or the design of your life, it's you. When you see it all the time written down, you are going to be able to run with it and implement it. Remember, in order for heaven, for your heaven to materialize here on earth, you have to have thought of it first, which is the whole design plan process. Then once you've designed it, you will then be able to act physically in alignment with it. Because you can't act, which is the physical aspect of it, without first having the spiritual alignment, which is the thinking and the visualizing. I hope all of that makes sense. So basically what I'm telling you is that for you to win in this universe, you have to design your life. And there are many ways in which, in order for you to design your life, but do not sleep on your life. Don't live life by accident. You are not an accident. You are a perfect plan. You are a perfect design from the universe. And therefore, when you have to understand that you also have the function or the responsibility to design the type of life that you ought to live here, because you are God in the flesh, just like Jesus said. He said he's from above, he's not of this world. So he was there teaching us that also we, as he is, so are we in this world. We are from above, we're not from here, and therefore we are here to bring heaven on earth. So go out there and do that. Make sure you design your life. Make sure you live life on purpose with intention, making sure that the God that is you manifests its glory, its beauty, its splendor on this earth. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.